Throughout history, civilizations across the world have told stories of gods, heroes, and great disasters. But what if I told you that all of these myths might actually be telling the same story? What if the gods of different cultures are just different versions of the same figures? Could it be that there is a hidden connection between all mythologies? One of the most repeated myths across different civilizations is the rebellion against the gods. In Greek mythology, Prometheus stole fire from the gods and was punished for it. In Norse mythology, Loki's trickery led to chaos, and he was ultimately bound. In Mesopotamian myths, Enki gave forbidden knowledge to humanity, angering the gods. And in Christian tradition, Lucifer defied God and was cast down from heaven. Why do we see the same pattern over and over again? Is this just coincidence, or do these stories come from a single ancient source? Another myth that appears in multiple cultures is the Great Flood. We all know the story of Noah's Ark, but did you know that ancient Mesopotamians had a nearly identical story about a man named Ziusudra? In Greek mythology, Deucalion and Pyrrha survived a great flood sent by Zeus. In Hindu mythology, Manu was warned by a divine fish to build a boat and save humanity. Why does every civilization remember a massive flood that wiped out the world? Did ancient humans experience a real flood, or is this myth embedded deep in our collective memory? Some scholars believe that all myths originated from a single, ancient civilization, and as humans spread across the world, they took these stories with them. Over time, names changed, details shifted, but the core story remained the same. Could it be that the gods of Egypt, Greece, and Mesopotamia all stem from one ancient source? Swiss psychologist Carl Jung had another idea. He believed that humans are wired to create similar myths because of our collective unconscious, an inherited structure of the human mind that makes us think in patterns. This would mean that even if these civilizations had no contact with each other, their myths could still look similar. Are myths just a product of human psychology, or is there something more mysterious at play? Another fascinating theory comes from the ancient astronaut hypothesis. This theory suggests that advanced beings from other planets may have visited Earth long ago, sharing similar stories with various cultures. These visitors might have been mistaken for gods, explaining why so many different cultures have similar divine figures. It's also possible that early trade routes between cultures allowed these myths to spread naturally. Could the myths of the ancient Near East have traveled to Egypt, Greece, and even the Americas via traders, shaping the way each culture viewed the world? So, what do you think? Are all mythologies fragments of the same ancient truth? Are gods simply different versions of the same archetypes? Or is this just a trick of human psychology, making us see patterns where there are none?